Ready as you're ever gonna be.
SouthwestTraders.com. Check that out. It's a new online forum. It's getting about 10,000 views a day.
Oh, is this
Dougie's
Dougie? Yeah,
deal.
Cool.
It's got a blog. It's got cool shit on there. I believe there's a big sale and trade section on there. I'm not sure. I haven't dug through it very far. We just sent him a shitload of gear. He's got a bunch of industry people that are putting up stuff for raffles and auctions and appreciation giveaway shit to help promote the site and draw the business up. So we do a lot of shit with him. He's tied in with Pipe Hitters Union, which is, you know, they're tied in with a fucking ton of people. So,
and they make some cool shirts.
If nothing else, just go there for a minute, look at it, check it out. It's SouthwestTraders.com. It's the actual URL to the site, and then they also have a Facebook page for it. You can kind of get a feel real quick what it is. I guess I better go look and make sure that it is SouthwestTraders.com.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hot sauce was the way to go. That buffalo sauce, that's good.
I gotta mix them up constantly and change it around.
Yeah, I have to often, but today I definitely need. I wasn't gonna eat the white clouds today. The white clouds of flavorlessness. Amanda?
Colin?
How are you?
I'm here.
You're doing swimmingly?
Kicking ass and taking names.
You see that big stack of boxes I took a picture of last night?
No.
Put it up on the TP page.
What is that?
Taco Pablo.
Oh. Yeah, I don't look at the Taco Pablo.
Yeah, I couldn't fit all the boxes in the picture though. But I tried.
You know, you
Yeah,
do this cool thing like tag me in it.
I can't tag you.
I can't tag you. You can't. We can't tag from a business page or a fan page.
Yeah,
we cannot tag you.
Yeah.
We never have been able to. It's your settings on your shit.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's a privacy setting you can allow. But for real, I literally went in to do it, and then I couldn't, and I was like, well, since she doesn't want to be my friend, I'm just not gonna even attempt.
Motherfucker, please.
Yeah,
Hey.
I can't go and tag people off the SOE.
That's why me and John only tag each other.
That's true.
Because we're friends.
So I totally had that fucked up. It's not Southwest Traders, it's SoutheastTraders.com.
Well, it's the same as West, except the opposite of West, it was East.
However, Dougie, I did put in SouthwestTraders.com, and that came up to purchase the URL. So you might want to purchase that URL for the guys that fucked that up and have it redirect to your Southeast Traders. So then you could tie up the whole United States. You could have Southeast and Southwest. You're welcome.
There won't be any East Coast, West Coast feuding with that business. They own both.
But then you could have a East Coast, West Coast gangland rap war amongst yourselves and build some beef. So really you capture both of them. If you could own the Crips and the Bloods, wouldn't they be mad when they found out it was all under the same subsidiary?
Wouldn't there be some shit? The same dude started them both.
Well, they are owned by the same person. The CIA owns both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking crack and selling crack in Los Angeles and New York. Fucking CIA got both those tied up.
That's one job I wish. Like, I think that would have been a cool job to get into. Except you might not have lived long.
Selling crack?
No, the CIA. I'm watching, you know, well, I'm not watching right now because she's away, but like whenever she's here, we watch Homeland, and it's all about the CIA, but it's amazing the amount of double crossing and double agenting that goes on.
Blacklist, it's also about the CIA.
Is it?
It's probably more realistic as to how shit actually happens.
I watched the fake one. I watched the pseudo CIA show. But like, really though, I bet it's some crazy shit that goes on when you're talking about Central Intelligence. Like watching them, like in the show, they hire other people that work with those people to investigate the people who are investigating the other thing because they think maybe they're running a side investigation that they're not supposed to be running. Like I was like, huh? I need you to investigate her for investigating the investigation that we're investigating.
Yeah. It's just budgeting, man. We got this money, we have to spend it. If we don't spend it, we don't get it.
I'd like to see Langley. I think that looks cool. Like the CIA buildings. Pretty neat. Was that Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
I've been to D.C., but we didn't get to see those buildings. You been to D.C.? I thought that was a cool place. We should do some trip.
I'd rather see like the Ruston House, Virginia.
What's that?
Hot Zone Labs, where they breed Ebola. And
I was gonna say like biological shit. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go there. I'd be interested in it as long as I get to wear one of the big orange hazmat suits. I don't know if they make them
see one of
small.
the flash rooms, like where they just fucking the fire fills the room up.
That would be kind of cool, actually. We had to use in biotech lab. We had the little chambers where you stick your arms through and it's a big glove. Like, I always felt really important.
Like a sandblasting box?
Yeah, yeah. It's what it looked like, but like we had chemicals in there, and so we would grab like you had a door, a trap door, and you put your stuff in there, but it was in a closed thing, and you only opened it when it was under the hood that would ventilate or whatever. But it made me feel cool.
I want a gym suit.
What?
The big fucking robot walking under the water.
Oh.
A gym suit. Because speaking of, closed,
Yeah.
it's robotic controlled, every fucking manipulation in there.
Yeah, because it's too heavy to do with your arm. That would be
Can you imagine walking to the back of the SOE where all the razors and cars and shit are, and we have it because they hang them.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say, this makes me think of Prometheus or something,
Yeah.
like any of the space movies where there's like a hanging suit. Like, what's that for? It'd be like, oh, well, that's, in case
we have to
oxygen,
go to
yeah,
space.
if oxygen goes away or we go to space where there is no oxygen, we'll have a means to get around.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you can, because the pressure would crush you. You have to use one of those down on the.
Well,
And they're all umbilical tethered and shit.
you dove a lot. How far did you ever dive down?
Not like that.
But so some diving you have to do that too, right? Like you have to wear a special.
Saturation diving and shit like that. No, I was just sport diving stuff. Dwayne.
I've only went 100 feet, and that was just to get my certification.
Yeah, I've been 100,
but that was.
120.
It's once you get past 100 feet, like you start dealing with some weird shit.
Yeah, and there's nothing really there.
Yeah.
Like you go down now.
I always want to imagine it's the abyss.
Like off La Jolla, because you can swim for miles in some places, and it gradually goes down. You got like starfish beds and shit. But when you get down on the edge of the canyon, and it drops fucking hundreds of feet, and then it's gradual down into the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get down at like 65, 70, 80 feet, it literally, the sand is running, and it's just a fucking drop off. And you can drop down, and it literally looks, you can see the sediment of the earth, like the crust, like when you're looking in textbooks, the crust of the earth and shit. You can see where the sand of the ocean floor ends, and you can just watch the sand fall over the edge. You can go down, and you're literally looking at, like, it looks like somebody has laid fucking bricks out there. It's like just...
The actual, like, crust.
Yeah, the crust. It looks like there's just fucking rock there, like somebody laid a bunch of cinder blocks almost. And when you're down there, literally from going to here, the temperature variation drops fucking 20 degrees. You're watching the sand fucking fall down into the canyon. You're in the edge of the canyon, and you're having to inflate a shitload more because it's trying to suck you down. It's pretty wild. And it's fucking, all of a sudden you go from a little bit of light to just darkness, and you're looking up and there's a little light. And we dove a lot of times, we'd dive at night because there was way more shit out, and you didn't have to fuck with parking, and putting on your wetsuit wasn't as fucking hot. It was just easier, like all the time we'd go at night diving.
Never done that. Never did night dive.
Dude, it was so much better. It's like,
that's wild.
I don't know what to compare it to. Like, all the hassles of diving during the day are gone, and all the cool shit is out. And those fish under light fucking show up so much better, the colors of them and stuff. Yeah. But we dove in all over the place in San Diego a lot. But Dwayne from Strider, he did a lot of commercial diving, like saturation diver chambers and shit. Underwater welding.
That would have been cool. That'd be a cool job, kind of.
We got buddies.
I guess it'd be kind of weird.
We got buddies that dove like for SAIC, doing sonar, recovering sonar array nets. Sounds cool. It's not.
That sounds awesome.
Hull inspection, hull cleaning, structural
inspection,
inspection, shit like that. No. Like the stealth ships and submarines and stuff. The Navy's got a bunch of cool ships. Like, pictures are out now of them. But back then, it looked like some shit out of Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, diving's legit. That's as close as you can get to basically going to another planet while still being here.
That's what I always said. It's like going to space, except you're underwater.
Yep.
There's still places that aren't explored.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It was like, I think I was thinking of the movie The Abyss. Like, you go far enough down and there's an actual whole nother existing race or something down there. Like, there could be. I don't know. I've never met anybody who's been all the way to the bottom.
Mermen, you don't know. Or maybe it's a portal. maybe the spaceships really come from there, and that's where the fucking gate is. Did you not ever watch Stargate?
Yeah, I did.
Stargate Atlantis?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not unreasonable to think.
They made a movie about it. Most everything else in movies is real.
We need to get a big black guy who carries a staff around. We'll call him Teal.
Call him what?
Teal or whatever his name was. Get him a tattoo on
I was
his
gonna
forehead.
say you have to actually make him look like one of the Stargate guys. It's like, why don't we get a big black guy? I'm glad they had a different way. I was like, what do we?
Or even a medium big black guy.
Just an average one maybe, but you gotta be muscly. And taller than me. That way I don't have to reach up and get things.
What do you got going on? There's a mountain of boxes out there taller than you are. You guys shipped last night before you left?
Yeah, we shipped.
That's after we went to postage.
Yeah, there's something like 240 or so. Lots and lots of Sweeney orders. I've actually got more Sweeney orders this morning, so we're...
Cheap random, we need to pull those because I didn't put all the inventory online. So once we pull that, we know we're even.
Flat line. Yeah.
Once everything's boxed, then I can put the rest of the inventory online.
Yeah. And it's luckily it's not as much as yesterday, but it's still a good bit.
But we do need to order more shit. We need some more Sweeney stuff.
You did a shitload of the rigs last night.
I put away. I boxed
Mandrakes and multicam 12 gauges.
Mandrake and multicam 12 gauge. I boxed every one that we had on order. Do not start emailing us going, well, I didn't get mine. We have a shitload of stuff boxed up. It's going to take a few days to get it shipped out. And if you had something else on your order, that's probably why your order hasn't shipped. We might have the rig, but we don't have whatever it is.
Yeah, not all of them went directly to shipping.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother right now emailing me going, I'll take another color for this. I cannot fucking deal with it right now. Your email will just sit and go unanswered. Wait a few days. Wait till next week to send me those emails about that. All you guys emailing me going, hey, I saw Typhon Toxic tool bags. I've got a green and black one or whatever on order. We're not substituting those right now. We've got to go through and get the dudes that ordered those out and get those taken care of. If you're interested in doing that, send me an email next week after the dust is settled and we've shipped the ones we have.
They look really good.
I've got, what are they making down there right now? They've got,
I think they've got multicam tool bags.
really?
I think so.
We got active shooter bags still.
Active shooter bags.
I got those few still back there that you got to go through.
Yeah, I just started going through those and packing this away.
They've got more active shooter bags that are being put together. There's some other tool bag. There's several tool bags behind those. There's some rig they're building. I don't know what it is. I want to say it's another cop rig of some color. I haven't even been down there. I pulled a couple of the other girls making belts. There's a fucking ton of belts.
At one point you had 5 bins of belts waiting to be built.
That's 100 a piece almost.
Yes, you better get busy.
What are you doing?
Looking at you.
What are you doing?
Do you want to be in the video?
You want to come say hi, man? There's a space.
There's dishes here.
Yeah, I don't do dishes.
You do whatever I tell you to do, puppet. Ooh.
It was a joke. Hi.
That's a joke too. She's joking right now.
Amanda!
She'll be alright.
She'll be fine. Is it, I was watching
if we make her mad enough, she'll put earphones in, and then she'll really get worked up.
I was watching Tosh.0 one day, which I'm sad that doesn't air anymore because it was the most racist, shitty show that you could have ever watched. It was so funny though. But anyway, there's this girl
Keep talking.
who was swinging on the swing, and she flies out and lands face first on the pavement. And that's what he's like, and everyone's like, oh, and he goes, she'll be fine. That's where I always think of that. She's fine. Don't mind her. She doesn't need her face or her teeth.
I'm going to read you this.
Uh-oh.
This is actually to you. I'm going to read this to you.
To me?
Yeah, I am. You haven't seen it.
Oh, God.
It's nothing bad.
Okay.
A dude named Mike says, what's up, SOE? I'm a big fan of your videos. Listen to them while at work. And it always makes my day more manageable. I have a question for Colin, Senior Tactical Pablo. I'm married to a unicorn, and we have one baby unicorn, and another on the way. We're looking to escape communist California, and Tennessee looks rad, like a rad place to raise kids. I've looked at property prices in Camden and apartment prices in Paris. They're both super good. I can work from home as I do SEO marketing, so I won't have to worry about work, but I'm concerned about racism. I'm Puerto Rican and Irish, and my wife is white. As far as views, we're both conservative, pro-gun, constitutionalists, and from a historical point of view, we're Confederate supporters as I see them being righteous in the war of northern aggression. I've been in Los Angeles all my life, and there's a lot of racism here. It's just mostly anti-white, which hasn't affected me much. How do you get along out there? I know you're married to a white girl, you being black, apparently. You're black. I know you're married to a white girl, so just looking for a brown man's opinion. I'm guessing it's like anywhere else, everywhere else. Don't start none, there won't be none. In my experience, as long as you're not a little punk-ass hoe, you're usually good in all areas. But again, just wondering your thoughts on newcomers in the Camden area. Thanks, man. God bless.
First question. I didn't know there was anti-white racism in LA. That they don't like whites, or
That's more mob mentality.
Is it just split up kind of down there?
I
I've never
didn't-
been to California.
I didn't see it, but I wasn't hanging out in fucking Crenshaw and fucking Compton and shit either. If
Yeah.
you roll into the fucking hood
Yeah, of course.
and you look like 5-0, or oh shit, that don't matter. Or you know, you can have that
It goes
shit
in.
anywhere. If you fucking you roll in where there's predominantly fucking a bunch of black dudes,
Oh yeah.
you're
Hey,
gonna
Chris.
and it might not even be that they're looking at that motherfucker. What's he crazy? That crazy
Yeah.
motherfucking white boy. It might not be racism. It's just like a fucking.
We might have been right.
Anything
Mob
else?
mentality, like they
Yeah.
wanted to. One person said something, so the rest were like, "Yeah, we'll say it too." And then,
Maybe.
And then you feel attacked.
Yeah.
On here, I really haven't had a problem with it. We did wonder about it. We lived in Murfreesboro. We lived in a college town, so there's basically no racial stereotype as far as like you're with this color girl or this color guy or whatever, because there's 40,000 people up there. Everyone's all intermingled and everything, and like honestly, it's the 2000s, so like who gives a shit who's dating who? Out here it is farther west and it's a lot more rural, but I've seen blacks, I've seen Indians, Hispanics, Asians.
There's definitely fewer of them.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
fewer,
they're
but
here.
there are some different races, especially in Paris. I've seen it, and we're right next to. If you go just up the road, you're at Murray State University. Just down the road, the other way, you're at Martin University. So like, there's enough close, different people that you see enough of it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I haven't run into a problem.
You do get stopped driving while brown a lot.
Yeah, when I did get some tickets whenever I was
He
driving.
was getting profiled for driving a.
I was driving
Crown
a
Vic.
donk, yeah, driving a Crown Vic. So if you're driving a Crown Vic and your windows are tinted and you have black wheels, and I thought the car looks fantastic. Anyway.
If you're driving a car that looks like an ex-cop car, his just happened to be the same model.
Yeah.
If you're driving around in an ex-cop car,
Yeah.
chances are there's some shady shit going on. We got a dude here drives an ex-cop car, and he's a fucking hard worker. No shady shit going on. He's driving a cop car because he likes that fucking
Yeah,
style of car.
yeah.
You're able to buy them at auction, whatever. But shitbags do buy them. Fucking white trash fucking buys them. Dudes moving dope used to buy them because they could skate through the interstate and they wouldn't get looked twice at.
Yeah. So
It is what it is.
since I got the truck, I haven't been pulled over since.
Since you got a white truck.
Yeah. But at first I was getting pulled over a lot, but I will say, aside from that, I haven't had a single problem. It's been nothing but good out here. There's enough diversity actually just in Camden from us and the TAC response classes that come in. I mean, you're in a class with everyone. Like we had a dude from Paris who was sort of weird, but he was from Paris. I mean, it was a different culture altogether.
Paris, France.
Yeah, and yeah, Paris, France, not Paris, Tennessee. And then you've got all different races of instructors there.
Calvin Lim, fucking the whitest fucking Asian dude.
Yeah,
you'll
whitest
ever
Asian
see.
dude you'll ever meet.
He's got a fucking country accent.
Mm-hmm. Here, obviously, we've got country boys, Colombians, just whatever walks in is around. So I mean, it's really, I think you're right. I think it's a perception and the way to be perceived. If you act in a certain way, like I am not necessarily racist to color, but if you project yourself as a stereotype that I'm not a big fan of, there's a good chance that I'm not looking at you in a positive light.
If you come in here and ask for a job looking like a shitbag, you're not going to get very far. We don't give a shit what color you are. You come in here and fucking work hard. If you're fucking white, black, fucking brown, you come in here fucking and act and carry yourself like a shithead or a fucking stereotype fucking thug or whatever it is, you don't have a fucking chance in hell of working here.
Or anywhere else.
Anywhere.
Thug, tweaker, just a degenerate if you don't keep yourself... I mean, I'm not dressed nice right now, but my clothes are clean and
teeth are brushed.
Yeah, I don't look unkempt.
You have on deodorant.
I think that's where you see a division line mostly. Whenever people are thinking racism, they don't mean racism, they mean stereotype. If you fit one, not you, but like anyone, if they fit one, yeah, you can probably expect the people that are in the not those negative stereotypes are probably going to look at you with a bit of judgment.
If you come in here and I think, if I want to get some meth, I could probably buy it from this guy.
Yeah.
We're not going to hire you.
Yeah. So, but no, Paris seems very friendly to it. I'll say Paris is the friendliest place I've ever lived. When I lived in Murfreesboro, on average, if you watch the news, we had about one murder or at least one violent attack a week minimum. There was a murder right across from my apartment, a bad one, 2 of them actually. Since I've lived in Paris, there hasn't been a murder yet, and I've been here a year. This is just a different type of community. We had a lady, an old woman from down the street, came over and greeted my wife whenever we moved in, and brought us a fruit basket to welcome us to the neighborhood. So I mean, it's just a different community. I know when it first happened, the first old man that drove up to me on this little golf cart, and he was driving up, and I was like taking out the trash. I was like, "What, how are you doing, sir?" And he said, "Oh, I'm doing good. Are you the new neighbors?" I was like, "Yes, sir." And he just started talking to me, and I was like, "I've got shit to do."
You know I'm black, right?
So it's usually pretty good down here. I'm sure there are those.
You got them everywhere, man.
Yeah, it depends.
Most of them aren't going to come up and get in your face and start shit.
Most of them might not like. Yeah, they'll like you.
They're gonna say shit because they're little punk bitches. They're gonna say shit behind your back.
Yeah.
Or fucking talk when they think you can't hear them.
Yeah.
They're not going to try to start anything. They're not going to attack you. It's just it can happen anywhere. Always have a plan, be prepared for it, but it doesn't happen here. You'll have a shock in like moving yourself and your family here from Los Angeles. You don't have a lot of places you can go and eat. You definitely travel for stuff. You're going to shop at the local Walmart. You're going to go out of town to go to Sam's Club, Walmart,
Amazon, and
Amazon, shit like that. Things are different. Your money goes very far here. It goes much further, but
it's really in the same token. Like you don't have all that stuff here, so you tend not to go do it as much.
Yeah, you don't.
We really do. We save money because there's not a Starbucks right next to us. There's not an outdoor mall right across the street from us.
I was spending in San Diego. I was spending $2,000 a month at Starbucks. Buying. My man and I would go there in the morning. Then we'd pick the kids up and we'd buy each of us and the 3 kids fucking something. And then we would go there later in the day, and sometimes I go during the day and go in there and sit and do emails or whatever. $2,000 a month.
Yep, it's easy
at
to
Starbucks.
do.
We don't have a Starbucks here.
Yep.
I get Starbucks fucking 2-3 times a month here, maybe, and I really don't even. We don't do that anymore. Stuff like that. I mean, it's not here.
The sense of community and like the value you get at home will change because you'll be home more.
You really need to come here. If you're thinking you want to move here, though, you need to come here.
And check it out.
Get a hotel room, stay here a week or so, see the area, see the property, and really fucking know what's here before you move here. You might get a shock. Everybody sees these videos and thinks they want to come work for us, and then I'll do anything it takes. I'll work as hard as I can. I'll stay in a tent. That sounds awesome until it comes time to stay in a tent, especially if you got a woman and some kids with you. There are dudes that do it. We got dudes that come here and they do what they said they were going to do. Other guys get here and it is a culture shock. It sounded great and they thought they're going to go spend all their weekends training at attack response, and you can. But come time to do it, things were different. Some guys have it in them, some guys don't. And you should come here. I mean, it looks great. The grass is always greener on the other side. You should come here and spend a couple weeks here if you're going to commit to living here. You need to know what it's about.
Yeah, check out the lay of the land and what you've got, what you don't have, things you feel you might need. But the racism thing doesn't seem to be a problem.
No. I've been meaning that email was fucking a month or so ago probably. Yeah. I've had it sitting there on my desk. I just found it. So, Go ahead and kill that shit. We got a bunch of shit to do today.
Alright.